Welcome back. Congressional candidate Carl DeMaio unveiling his new campaign ad last week. He's running as a new generation Republican, and it's a little bit different. Take a look.
There's a new way, a new approach for a new time, a problem solver who isn't afraid to be different. He dared to take on the city's special interests. He led the movement to save San Diego from bankruptcy and fix our pension crisis. He believes in equality and diversity and is a defender of our personal freedoms. Power of people over partisanship. It's a strength rarely shown in politicians, but it exists in all of us. He believes in us in San Diego. Who is this man? Carl DeMaio.
All right, just part of the ad right there. He joins this morning to talk about it. Good morning to you.
Hey, how are you?
It is a subtlety that a lot of people aren't even going to catch, but there's 3 seconds in there with Jonathan, your partner, in this commercial.
Exactly. And, you know, I'm pretty surprised by the reaction. When you see candidates run for political office, they always have a bio piece, and it has a picture of them and their spouse and their children, sometimes a household pet. So I don't see what the big deal is. I am who I am. And I'm running on a very reform-focused campaign. We need to tackle the national debt. We need to balance the budget. We need to get people back to work by revitalizing the economy. And we need to hold government accountable. So those are the things that I'm best known for. In San Diego, saving the city from bankruptcy through our pension reform initiative. I'm running on a record of reform. But a lot of people are taking 3 seconds out of this ad and saying, oh, this is historic, or, oh, look what agenda he's trying to advance. I am who I am, and I don't think these are issues that should consume us. Rather, let's be inclusive and start getting back to the issues that the American people care about.
Okay, I get that, but you had to know going in that it was going to cause some of this backlash, some of this reaction.
Of course.
How much did you put into this before you did it going, should I, shouldn't I?
Well, I mean, part of it was I want to showcase who I am, and I'm most proud of our fiscal reform agenda, the fact that we were able to get substantial reform done here in San Diego. But I'm also proud of the fact that I've been able to bring people together from diverse communities, and I treat people with respect. I believe that we need to be far more inclusive of all walks of life, and that's quintessentially San Diego. It may not be Oklahoma or Alabama, but it is what we're most proud of in San Diego, is that we have such diversity and that the communities in San Diego, by and large, get along. There's a lot of tranquility. We're proud of that.
A couple of reactions I want to get. First of all, Jonathan's reaction to this.
He loved it, and he's been a great supporter and very actively involved in my campaigns.
For people who don't know, how long have you been with Jonathan?
For 5 years. And, you know, on election night in the primary, he was with me when we won, and on election night in the general, he was with me when we lost. And I was so proud to see social conservatives and Democrats come together to support my campaign. And it didn't matter that I was gay. They met my partner. What mattered was our reform agenda for balancing the budget, getting people back to work in San Diego, and holding government accountable. Unfortunately, there was a lot of nastiness in that last campaign, courtesy of Bob Filner, and you know where that got our city.
Right.
And so in this next campaign, I expect the same level of nastiness, but we're going to run on a record of getting substantial reform done and laying out that agenda nationally to fix our nation's debt crisis and get people back to work by moving our economy forward.
Okay, second reaction I wanted to get the Republican Party. You had to let them know that you were getting ready to run this. How did that conversation go?
You know, I've been seeing nothing but support. The House Majority Leader, the House Majority Whip, the NRCC, the National Republican Campaign Committee, they've all been extremely supportive without a hesitation or a doubt. And we're seeing people here in San Diego be very supportive as well. I'm the officially endorsed candidate of the local Republican Party, and we have a broad-based coalition. We've got Democrats working for me. We've got independents who are inspired because they're disgusted with both political parties focusing on divisive issues that don't really match the main concerns that people have of the economy and the debt. And we've also seen a lot of people step forward and, for the first time, say they want to get involved in a political campaign, and that really feels great.
Something you told me right before we went on, not only Republican commercials, but you, as far as you know, no Democrat has ever done this either.
Yeah, I was surprised when I was being interviewed by the Wall Wall Street Journal, because they got the story first, they had checked with media firms, and apparently no Democrats have run these ads before. So for the Democrat Party to say it's the party of inclusion and diversity, well, guess what? It was a Republican that was able to break this barrier. So, look, let's move on from these issues. Let's let people live and decide their lives in the context of their own faith and their own family beliefs. And let's get back to the core issues that matter to the American people. The debt, the economy, the budget, and fixing broken programs like health care, veterans benefits. All these things have far more impact on people's daily lives than people in relationships and whatnot. Let people make those decisions behind the privacy of their own bedroom door.
A simple 3 seconds, but a profound 3 seconds, but move on from here.
Exactly. It's who I am, and hopefully that won't crowd out our fiscal reform message.
Carl DeMaio, thank you very much. By the way, if we didn't mention, you're running against Scott Peters. If people
I'm running for